I am a killer, a gun for hire. After taking that many lives, I thought I'd run dry of regret, but none of those murders felt as bad as pulling out the flowers from Sebastian's garden. It's a cute little style. Sebastian, how are you holding up? Gordon, better used to being left-handed already. Oh yeah, his left arm's missing, or right arm's missing, sorry. Gordon, listen, I feel bad about being holed up in the back of your store. Can't put me to work or anything. Sebastian, don't worry about it, just focus on getting better. Please, I need to keep my mind busy. I'll do anything. Alright. What do you know about flower arrangements? Not in my line of expertise. But don't mind my injury. I can do heavy work. I'm a good repairman if you need. This is all we do here, son. I like Sebastian. I know it can be intimidating, but I'm a good teacher. I don't know, Sebastian. I heard how the family talks about bouquets. Your bouquets. I saw them at Millie's funeral, in fact. Not a flower guy myself, but I reckon there's something special about them. I wouldn't dare to... handicraft can be important, but that can be learned. The secret of the bouquets resides in something quite more simple. We use actual flowers. Aren't most bouquets actual flowers? Or do they use fake flowers so they don't wilt? What do you mean? See this garden, these flowers are real living beings. To my understanding, the last ones in this city. Oh, is this like a post-apocalyptic world? This is the last patch of healthy soil in this rusty megapolis. Whatever you find in kiosks around the town isn't the real deal. They're just lab knockoffs. Why does it matter? The fragrance. Flowers can smell really nice. There are very few people alive left in the world who have smelled a real flower. And oh, a flower, Gordon. Spring used to be a time of love and energy. Don't you feel alive just being in the presence of this garden? Our city brains are so hungry for that life, and the smell of flowers can trigger a symphony of neurotransmitters. Dopamine, adrenaline, endorphins. That's why my bouquets are regarded as the stuff of legends in the family. The rumors about making the boss cry aren't just a tale then, huh? Ha ha ha. Okay, I trust you. Teach me your magic. That's great news. I don't want to impose, but the truth is that my back has done its last gardening, I'm afraid. I've been looking for an apprentice for some time now. That's why I took you in part. And you chose a butcher. Great judgment. I'm not a saint myself, Gordon. Flower arrangement is not for the faint of heart, trust me. Any florists out there? You agree? Disagree? Give me your opinions. Okay then, should I start picking flowers? Shit, no. First you need to know what's the job about, don't you? What's the job about? Shipping random flowers together is insane. Alright. Who's the mark? Mark? Why are you talking about a mark? Haha, the mark. You're so amusing. Like good. Sebastian, I was just thinking that. Our client is the Woodfield family. They've commissioned a bouquet for Jeremy's obituary. That's how you say it. Jeremy Sr., the Woodfield patriarch, is dead. Last week's bloodbath didn't just take your arm, son. Who else is dead? Don't concern yourself with that. You need to lay low and heal. The thing is, the situation is quite tense now inside the Woodfield family. The two sons, Jerry and Jonah, are waiting for the grieving to end to start fighting for the scraps of their father's collection business. Riches are easy to split, but clients? That's a Greek tragedy waiting to happen. Now, our flowers tip fate's scale. Go and pick some, I'll run you through the meanings. This is the Eternal Home's garden. There's only a few flowers left, but I'm afraid this will be the store's last batch since the soil is exhausted after many years of business. That's why you gotta rotate out your flowers, and you also gotta, mulch your beds. You gotta put in nutrients. So pick them with care. Click on them if you want me to tell you about them. Drag and pull a flower out to add it to the bouquet. We'll only use 3 for each arrangement, since these are probably the last ones in the city we'll see. The aconite. Handle with care, some are poisonous, okay? Gordon, a poisonous flower in a bouquet, are you insane? Well, these are not to be sent lightly, for them carry hatred. Fair enough, if you're gonna kill them, I guess. These flowers symbolize a threat and ill will. Shit, I thought all flowers were meant to be nice. I told you flower arrangement isn't for the faint of heart. The asphodel. Asphodel? Regret, weakness, death. Humor describes it as covering the great meadow, the haunt of the dead. Now these flowers aren't death ringers per se, but are associated with grief. The fragrance allows us to connect with our sorrows. It can bring the toughest guy to tears. Gordon, sniff. The pink camellia, sheer blushing power, love, passion, strong desire. Whoa, I can feel my heartbeat smashing my eardrums just by touching it. Ah, the lovers I conquered through these. The blue iris, bringer of hope, faith, wisdom, understanding. These beauties could put God on the good path, and add them to a bouquet to procure happiness. So, poison, so death. This is grief. This is love. This is happiness. And lastly, the crimson lupine. These ones, Gordon. These ones are the essence of tragedy. A bad omen. They have a presence that's for sure. If you wish for things to go sour, make sure to add a crimson lupine. So, 2 crimson lupine, 2 poisonous ones. So I'm assuming they'll probably go together. Then you got tragedy. No, this is tragedy. This is passion. This is regret, I think. Ooh, that sounded pretty. Okay, time to put them together. Are you up for an extensive lesson in 7 crucial steps for flower arrangements? Yes, please. Are you insane? I wouldn't wish that for the worst enemy. What? Just go and bound and do your rest. We all have a potential for beauty. Drag and drop the flowers on the vase. You can pick any extra decorations you may want to add from my benchwork. You can rotate an item by keeping press Control or the right mouse button. Oh, so you can rotate them too. That's cool. Let me know when you're done. Oh, I want the purple one in front though. There we go. How do I let him know I'm done? Okay, that time will work. Cool. Now we're done. That smell. The bouquet is called Sebastian's Eternal Home. That's my signature arrangement. I designed it after my husband's passing. A veils of fragrance that balance grief, love, and hope. To mourn what we lost, to love and what's ahead. I thank you. Prepare it to be sent. Those brothers are fools fighting over something they didn't build themselves. Is that what happens when you die? People split up your remains. Lucky for me, I haven't built anything. Just wanted another legacy in my case. In any case. What does Sebastian want from me? Oh, he's joined Sebastian, yeah. Welcome back, Sebastian. Hi, Gordon. I'm too old to be flying. 2 days outside the shop and I'm falling to pieces already. How are you holding up? fine. The arm is healing fine. I've been lonely, to be honest. Fine, the arm is healing fine. Good to hear. How was the funeral? In spite of being a funeral, it was a radiant day in the Woodfield family. How so? Both parties sat down and came to an understanding. They're not going to split the business, they're going to run it together. Oh, is that because I picked good flowers rather than bad? Because I ended up picking these three. The flowers changed, by the way, so there was more poisonous ones and more of these ones. So these were regret, this was passion and love sort of thing, and then this one was tragedy, I think. So I guess those flowers helped bring the family together. Sure, there'll be some turmoil, but you should have seen the speech Jerry gave. I didn't think those brothers had it in them, but they love each other. They even kissed after the speech. Like, I hope not on the mouth. Gun sinking on my level. In the mouth? What kind of question is that? How old are you? Hey, Sebastian, don't call us out like that. Jeez. Sorry. But yes, in the mouth. No thanks, not for me. Oh wow, these flowers of yours sure are dangerous. In any case, the day before the funeral, What's that? Oh, just music. Sorry, I just thought someone was like breaking in the game. In any case, the day before the funeral, I happened to spend some time with the widow, Miss Woodfield. Martha is an old acquaintance. Oh, I'm sorry for any inconvenience I may have caused her. Well, don't worry about it. She didn't even attend the funeral. She was Jeremy's fourth wife and she's mother to no one. In fact, we had some cocktails together. Cocktails. I got some interesting story about that harpy. Harpy? I thought she was your friend. I said acquaintance. Do you know how we know each other? She's been married to Jerry for 4 years, but she's been around for quite some time. Long ago, she blackmailed me into helping her access the high spheres. She threatened me with telling the boss I was a faggot. Wow, okay. What, to Mr. Faulkner? No, oh no, we're pretty good with Mr. Faulkner now. I mean the boss before him, a real piece of work. Oh, I remember the old boss Dunn. My father once told me to spend the night with him, then gave me a beating upon returning home for being such a pansy. My father once told me to spend the night with him, okay? Yeah, Dunn was all about hunting us queer folk as cover for him. It's unfortunately what some people do. They bully others because they don't understand their own feelings. It's unfortunate, but some people just can't accept that about themselves, so. Like if anyone would give a damn about who a crime boss sleeps with. And sorry to hear about your father. I always thought fuck him. The guy's a legend in the eyes of the family, but I wouldn't care less if he died tomorrow. I'd happily pull the trigger, I tell you. I'm sorry, so what about this Martha widow? Ah, yes. She confessed to me she's sure her lawyer had something to do with her husband's death. Wow. But she doesn't dare to say anything because she was having an affair with said lawyer. Oof. That hag thinks we're friends or something and came to me asking for help for the old time's sake. The nerve. Do you fancy putting a bouquet together for her? With pleasure. She suspects the lawyer had something to do with her husband's death. And she came to you about it. And so in response, you wanna do a bouquet? I guess it depends what type of bouquet. Because I mean, I don't really want to kill anyone. I mean, the lawyer, maybe, but like, just because someone's rude doesn't mean they should die. I don't know, we'll go with this one. This was tragedy, I think. This was love. This was regret. This was tragedy. I don't really want to poison her. do another bouquet. Boom. That smell. That bouquet is called the Fallen Hero. Torment, regret, the essence of remorse. I'll send it. I don't know what I'm doing, guys, to be honest. What am I doing telling Sebastian about my father? That man doesn't deserve to live even with my words. Sebastian makes me feel weird. Never had a man look after me the way he does. I'm usually the one doing the protecting. I'm holed up in the bottom of the city, missing an arm. One could say I hit rock bottom. Yet, what's this wellness inside my stomach? Wellness? You mean you're content? You like Sebastian? Happiness? No. Something worse. Okay. Tell me about you, Gordon. The last bouquet was a work of art. Oh yeah? Martha confessed it all, both to the family and to the police. Well, that's not ideal. Yeah, the family's not very happy with her going to the police. She's been expelled and has lost all her privileges and access to the Woodfield money. After her confession, the police found enough evidence to build a case against the lawyer for the murder of Jeremy Woodfield. Good. Let's hope he doesn't speak more than necessary. Wait, why don't you want him to speak? If he did it, then shouldn't he go to jail? Even if not ideal for the family, I couldn't think of a better outcome. Yeah. Am I reading this wrong? We freed the family from Martha's poison. Jeremy's killer has been brought to justice. And most importantly, no one got hurt. This is going great so far. I am proud of you. Thanks. You're not really used to praise, are you? No, I'm used to getting paid. Shit, you're right. I practically kidnapped you and made you work here, no pay. No, that wasn't what I meant. I'm truly thankful you took me in. I owe you my life. You know, I'm really happy I took you in. And thankful you decided to take my craft seriously. Anyway, Gordon. I don't like that tone. Promise me you won't leave running guns when I tell you this. There's nothing you can do about it. Not with a gun, at least. Tell me already. They got your partner. Patrick? Why? Who's they? The family. They're checking alliances. Oh my god, my brain broke. It is like 2 in the morning, so shut up. I can speak wrong if I want to. You know, what are you gonna do about it? Yeah. After you killed Police Chief Medina, well, the patriarchies have been pretty divided. Paranoias have spread among the ranks. First of all, I didn't know that cop was family. Okay. Secondly, let me send a message out there so they know I killed that bastard because I wanted to, not as part of any plot. Doesn't matter what you say, you adjust the gun. It was someone else that pulled the trigger. What do you mean? They played you. Medina was innocent. But Patrick told me. I'm sorry you sacrificed an arm and some cop's life so someone inside the family could prove a point. Now focus. Does Patrick know where you are right now? Gordon? Yes, I told him before you destroyed my phone. Okay, right now they have him as a forced guest at the bank's hotel. We have to do something about it, or you and me are done, boy. I've spent a week hidden here. If Patrick ain't spilled the beans so far, I would say we can trust him. To my knowledge, and I'm sorry to intrude, is that you and Patrick had a fallout about a month ago? It wasn't a fallout, damn it. We're not even a couple anymore. But that's it. We keep working together like the professionals we are. I've just been a bit depressed lately, nothing more. You attacked a police precinct on a suicide rampage. What's your idea here then? Let's arrange a bouquet and send it to Patrick's room. Are you asking me to silence him? No, just please help me. I'll arrange the flowers myself this time, but since it'll be your ex's fate we'll be toying with, it's only fair you do it. Okay, let's see how we can deal with this mess. I'm sorry, I just think of it as sharing your raw true feelings to Patrick. Sure. Then again, I'm running out of flowers. Like, what happens if the next person I don't want to kill? I mean, I'm gonna accidentally kill him anyway. I've got 3 poisonous flowers left. You know, the last run at least they didn't have 3 poisonous ones, they only had 2 poisonous ones, and I would have rathered that, to be honest. I don't really want to kill everyone. I guess though, for the sake of protecting Gordon and Sebastian though, maybe it has to be done. So we'll take a poison, love, because he does love him, and a tragedy or regret maybe. We'll take a regret because we don't want things to go sour. That smell, that bouquet is called the lover's poison. Makes sense. Hatred, grief, and passion can be an intoxicating cocktail. Let's ship it. It hurts to see Sebastian scared. Why am I so disappointed? I'm a fool. I defied him as my savior and mentor. He's just an old frail man after all, I guess. I'm not being fair. He's a good man. He took me in. He healed me. He taught me new ways. Sebastian is a good man. I am not. Patrick, what are you doing here? He's not dead. Does that mean something bad's gonna happen? Also, why did the music get all sexy? I mean, kinda sexy, you know what I mean? Gordon, why did you send these flowers? Please, you have to leave me alone. This isn't good for any of us. I can't stand being with you anymore. You're too rash. Look at yourself, you need help. I hope Sebastian has the time and patience to give it to you. I have too much on my plate right now. Just don't become another of my problems, alright? I understand. I'm not worth your time. Well, no, I'm sorry. You're not. I hope you get out of this. Goodbye. Well, I didn't want to kill him, so success? What's all that about? Wasn't he being kept prisoner at the Banks Hotel? Yeah, he was at the Banks Hotel for an interview with the family. But I guess I exaggerated a bit the nature of the events. Sebastian! If you weren't 90 years old, this would call for a punch in the face. Hey, I'm 89, but don't hit me. And aren't you happy you were able to express your true feelings to Patrick? That's the main purpose of the flower arrangements. Yes, I needed that, that's for sure. But don't appreciate you playing me for a fool. It should be up to me if I want to express my true feelings for anyone. If ever you do something like this to me again, we're done. Understood, I'm sorry. Why are you doing this to me anyway? Why did you take me in and tend to my wounds? What's all this about teaching me stuff and messing with my emotional life? Well, Just tell me, who am I to you? You're no one. That didn't sound good. You were no one. But I just needed anyone. See, I've got no one left. When you grow this old, life stops happening around you. Sad being old. Some deep moments in this game, you know what I mean? You just became someone to be visited on special dates. The rest of the year is, well, contemplation. The only thing I've got left is my shop, and these flowers, they're dying. This soil is older than me, it won't bear any more life. After we pluck the last flower, I'm done. I won't be a florist anymore. I won't be nothing. I think I'll just go and die. Sebastian, I'm sorry I made you my pet project. I just felt the urge of leaving some kind of legacy in extremis. Like if you could build some heritage in a couple weeks. No, Sebastian. I'm so thankful we've spent every little time together, but I love you. I'll treasure these days for the rest of my life. Let's take care of the flowers and extend this moment in time, alright? You're so cute. But actually, I believe you should be doing one last bouquet. These are your last flowers, fuck clients. I got a call a couple hours ago. Your father is in the hospital. They said it's likely he won't be seeing another dawn. Is this another trick to have me deal with my daddy issues or something? I'm sorry, Gordon, this is for real. Well, time for celebration then. Let's get a bottle of Yamanski, my treat. No, Gordon, he's your father. I told you about that son of a bitch. He got me through hell, always expecting all the killings he put me through made me aggro being a faggot. I'm not asking you to forgive him or anything like that. I'm offering you closure. Once he's gone, that's it. He'll become a ghost. And ghosts can haunt you until your grave, trust me. These flowers aren't gonna last, no matter how much light and water we put on them. It'd mean a lot to me if you use them. Alright. I know he hates his dad. And so, well, I got a poison anyway. I can't not use a poison. But part of me thinks, like, I can use a second poison. But see, if I'd had 2 of the poison flowers and 3 of the regret flowers like last time, I probably would have had one of the regret flowers left. Maybe that would have been better. Because then I could have poisoned him, had the tragedy of it, they did say it was like if you want something bad to happen, or it caused tragedy sort of thing, and then you could still love him and they'd probably still die. Or you could regret it, you know. I think I'm gonna go with the poison though. Just because I have an idea or something, but that spell. That bouquet is called Judeka, also known as the 4th ring of the 9th circle of hell. We're gonna hear about this one on the news. I'll send it. Guess that means death. I got a call from my father. Maybe he was delirious because of the medication. He told me, "You had to send me flowers like the faggot you are, eh?" Then nothing. But who cares? That night Sebastian died too. And that's why I left the loved one. Gordon, a pink camellia for your grave. Thank you for the life you've breathed into me. I love you. Rest in peace, Sebastian. Did he bury him in the flower bed? Story by Deconstruct Team. It was beautiful. Sad. Beautiful. Yeah, that's a sad one. I don't know how to... I did suspect one of the flowers was going to go to Sebastian, so that's why I didn't want to pick the love flower, because I thought it would be a bit rude to give him a poisonous flower. There's a lot of good points in that story about, about people being gay, being queer, whatever you are, with there being so many different ways to love people and who you love and who you want to have certain relationships with. There was definitely a lot of other things going on, like, Sebastian being old. When you get old, you get lonely, people start dying around you, you lose connection, you don't stay in contact with people as well, and sometimes you don't have that legacy. If your kids or something don't stay in contact, or you don't have kids, it could get very lonely. I do like the thing about the sharing your emotions and stuff, because you can't always express your emotions, I think. You can't always express it in words, at least. It's like another way of saying words that you might be uncomfortable to say. You could say it in flowers. Now, it probably wouldn't work the same way if you actually gave someone flowers. And maybe, the dad, I would have had a different outcome had I given the dad the rose, the love camellia, instead of the poison ones. Maybe that was just poisoning the relationship further, I don't know, but that's gonna be all for this game today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give your grandma or grandpa a call if you have someone there. Tell your family you love them. Leave a like on the video if you want to. If you don't want to, whatever. Subscribe if you'd like more, and have a good day. Bye.